Something I talked about recently in my How to Train Attackers video was that headers are very ineffective in this game, and Konami have released a new Showtime skill to rectify that. So today I'm going to give my best builds for these three players in case any of you guys have spun for them. So we'll start off with Ronaldo. This Ronaldo is interesting because he's a fox in the box. I don't think we've had a fox in the box Ronaldo before. We've always had a goal poacher one. So this one is different. He also obviously is now with the new Showtime skill and increased jumping. He has more jumping than usual. So if you're gonna play this Ronaldo, he will be best on his own in a like centre forward formation with a left wing and a right wing. If you play two up front, it's not like he's gonna be useless, but it'll be most effective on his own. So usually with Fox in the boxes, I recommend just a 4-3-3, left wing, right wing, centre forward. So I have 4 builds I'm gonna recommend for you today. So the first few are jumping builds. So you can see this build has 101 jumping and 95 finishing and 90 kick and power. So that's basically what we're looking for. You have 3 extra points. You can go into dribbling and then into passing, or you can go into passing, get it to 70, and then with that last point, you can't really do anything with it. You could, there's nothing you can do. You can just go into passing again. There is actually something you can do with the jumping. If you give goalkeeper reach 1 and then you take off a point there, then you'll still have 101 jumping, and then you would have some points to work with and go into dribbling. So actually using goalkeeping 1 instead of aerial strength there might be not a terrible idea, to be honest. So next build, it's similar except we just went for 100 jumping instead of 101. So once we're over 99 into the hundreds, I would assume there's no difference between 100 jumping and 101. I don't think you're gonna notice it, but I just gave it the max one just in case. Then build after that. This one is a extremely high finishing build, has less jumping, still has the kick and power though, and the offensive awareness. I would use this build if you were gonna use him as a super sub, and then you've got 2 points left over. So probably go passing, dribbling, or into aerial to make him just a super sub. So I talked about why Ronaldo specifically is a good player to be a super sub in my How to Train Attackers video, and with this new skill, I think that kind of impact is greater as a super sub player. And then this is the last build, so it's the most well rounded, but I think it might look the best on paper, but I don't think it'll be the best in game. And it's because, well, yeah, while his dribbling is higher, he has low balance, and that low balance will stop him from being a very effective dribbler. So obviously you choose the build you want. The well-rounded one might not be the greatest. And I do think if you want to try out this new bullet header, you should go for a build with the higher jumping. Jesus Christ, I'm very bright at the moment, haven't I? Let me close the blind. Okay, I look a bit more normal now, so we'll look at Ronaldo's skills. So first off, we got bullet header and they took off scissors feint, and Ronaldo is really good at scissors feints in this game. So put scissors feint back on Ronaldo. And then simply I'd probably go for the level 3 double touch. I'd go for double touch, flip flap, and soul control. And then with the last skill, I would probably go for true pass, and really just to make him a consistent striker. So yeah, I think that's the builds or the skills I'd recommend. I don't think I'd deviate from that too much. If you wanted to not go for the level 3 double touch, you can go for like Marseille turn, put behind and turn. And then another skill that got taken off Ronaldo, which I'll probably never recommend it on a different player, and I'd probably never recommend on another player in the future, is knuckle shot, because Ronaldo has his like own animations for knuckle shot. So I think putting knuckle shot on Ronaldo wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Okay, next we'll move on to Sorloth. I'm not too impressed by this guy. He just looks like a fast striker, but to be honest, I don't think we've had a fast striker like this with these jumping stats. But the problem is he's not like blistering fast either. So yeah, this is the build I'd go for Sorloth. I don't have a different build for him really. I don't think I can see anything he could improve. You could make his dribbling better, but then you're gonna have to take off acceleration and stuff, and then he's not gonna be the greatest. I think I mean, I guess actually you could go for all 80s in the dribbling, and then his acceleration is lower. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this guy. He doesn't look that amazing. If we look at his skills, though, I'll tell you what skills I'd recommend. So for him, it's probably a double touch, a Marseille turn, and a cup behind turn. Usually I recommend one or the other, but I think for this guy, you're going to want to put both, just because I can't think of many skills to put on him. You also put one touch pass and true pass, or I would recommend instead true pass and heel trick. And then he's also a player I'd probably put super sub on, so probably do choose between a Marseille turn or cup behind turn. I do think with this heading ability, these guys won't be great in general play, but if you need a jammy goal, I think hitting a cross into them might be effective. And then the final player is Weghorst, who is actually an okay player in this game. I've played against him a few times. So if we take a look at Weghorst's build, You can see here he's I don't think he's got terrible stats because his jumping is only 94 compared to Ronaldo's like 100, but he is 197 centimeters. Like this guy's gonna be very dominant in the air. He's got decent kicking power here. And also remember these boosts are sorry, you're getting the +1 from whatever manager you're using. Um so like these he will have like he could get 80 acceleration, for example, if you use Xabi Alonso here. But I do think that like he doesn't look too bad. I think he will be someone who's very annoying to play against, and it might feel like when you're playing against him that you can't do anything about it. So I don't think these guys will be terrible. Alternatively, you can go for a build of 95 finishing. You just take off the passing, dribbling, and dexterity. You do get less offensive awareness, but to be honest, because he is a target man, I don't think their kind of runs are that great. So probably the offensive awareness won't be too important to them anyway. So putting the 95 finishing on won't be terrible. And you can see in Weghorst's skills, he actually already has super sub and aerial. So he's kind of already been, you know, you're going to use him for that one-dimensional aspect of his game late on if you need a jammy goal. So for the skills I'd put on him, I think acrobatic finishing should be the first one. Because he has soul control, I'd probably go for double touch. And he could consider flip flop too. I don't know if it's going to be too effective on a guy who's nearly 200 centimeters tall, but it might be. It might be. Then other skills to consider would be heel trick and true pass and maybe long range shooting too. And then because he is very tall, he will cover a lot of ground quickly. You could consider putting track back on him just to get him to press in the front, win the ball high up the pitch, and then go from there. But yeah, overall, that's my kind of training guide for the pack. I don't know if it's effective skill yet. I've asked in my Discord if anyone's got them at the moment or when I last checked. No one has them themselves at the moment. They have been watching streams. I don't think I don't know if this is going to be like a major upgrade to headers. Or sorry, let me rephrase this. I don't know if this is going to be like a blitz curler skill where it feels like everyone wants it. It is a shame that headers have gotten improved, but through a Showtime skill like Konami, I think that's a bit ridiculous that you have a flaw in your game and instead of fixing it, you're just going to add a Showtime skill to fix it and make people spend money. That is a bit disappointing, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe in a few days, we'll see if these guys are kind of dominating divisions with these headers. So, I'll see you for the next video. The next video I'm going to do is a review and training guide of this pack because Pires is someone I was talking about recently on stream, and he's actually quite effective in this game. I'll see you then. Bye.